Good morning, YouTube. Well, we now have a gangster in chief. Gangster. So now Donald Trump calling Comey a rat. I want to talk about what a rat is, right? Black people, we don't use rat usually. We use snitch, street language, and it's language used by criminals, right? Criminals. Now, I was a criminal for many years, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like this. And let me say this. I went to prison 10 times selling drugs. 9 of those times were because of information obtained by a confidential informant. That's a rat. It's a snitch. They're a rat and a snitch because they participate in the game. If you are a drug addict, you're buying drugs and committing crimes more than likely because the money has to come from somewhere. You are a drug addict, you're buying drugs, and then you tell on the person who sold you the drugs. That makes you a rat. It makes you a rat. Now, if you are a woman in the window seeing drugs sold in front of her house, that's not a rat because she's not in the game. She's not benefiting from the game. She's not a participant. Right? That's the basics. Snitching. Rats. This is the language that Donald Trump is choosing to use now. So we're starting to see the real Donald Trump. The real Donald Trump, the casino owner. Out of all the gangster movies you've seen, what is the one thing that they all have in common in pretty much every movie? They're always criminals who run them. Maybe it's not true. Maybe there are legitimate people in there. I understand Vegas now has mostly corporate people, but started by criminals. Criminal enterprise, gambling. That's the huge chunk of illegal, where the huge chunk of illegal money comes from. So for Trump to be a casino owner, he would have to have connections in that world, right? He'd almost have to be a criminal. If they start digging into his goings on when he owned that casino before he bankrupted, I think they'll have yet another investigation. Trump is a criminal, and now you're beginning to see how he sees the world. Everybody who talks against him. Another thing about a rat is this. A rat is only a threat because they have information. They can tell on you and put you in jail because they have information that can be used against you. That's why they're a rat. You see what I'm saying? They participate in the game. And when they get caught, they turn you in. This is what comes right out of the president's mouth. Cohen is a rat. Now, apparently he wasn't a rat enough because they still gave him 3 years. But I don't think by any means Cohen's going to do 3 years. This is when they really start twisting the screws. You got to do 3 years starting in a couple of months. I think it starts in February, March. You got to come so clean, be so impressive of a rat that we will suspend your sentence. And I think that's what's, come here, boy. I think that's what's going to happen. Right? So it amuses me that he goes to that kind of language because that's the kind of language that criminals use with each other. They only have good information. That's why they're a rat. That's why they're a snitch. A snitch doesn't go and tell lies. That's not snitching. That's covering up for the criminal. You see? He wouldn't even call on a rat or a snitch if they would go in there and lie. There's a big difference. They're only rats because they have good information. They're only snitches because they have good information. They will put your ass in jail. Now, when I was in the streets and I was living off crime, I'm not proud of it. I'm just telling you the facts. That's how I made my living. When I got busted, I had to go to prison. I had to go to prison. I don't go and turn in the other person. So that's because I was in the game. Now, just to suppose that, if now I was robbed by somebody by gunpoint, robbed, taking my money. If I call the cops on him, I'm not a snitch. Because I'm not in the game. I'm just a citizen. Right? There's your difference. In the game, out of the game. So apparently Trump sees himself as being in the game. He knows that Cohen, those two trying to play against each other, I don't know. Because Cohen went in there trying to give him little tidbits of information, which they could use, but they still gave him damn near the max. Right? But now he's made it where there's absolutely no way that he would be pardoned. So he's gambling on the information that he has against the power of Trump. At some point, they're going to all see that Trump's going down. They're going to make a choice. Am I going to go down with him? Good morning, YouTube. It's good to be a citizen again.